In this lesson video, we will cover the basics of using formulas in Excel. If you want to follow along, you can download the project file I provided for this lesson. So what is a formula? To make things simple, a formula is a mathematical expression that calculates the value of a cell. With formula, a cell can display dynamic values instead of just static data. The results displayed will depend on the variables contained in the formula. To better understand the concept, let's take a look at the following example. In this file, I have dummy data in the form of total incomes, expenses, and also profits for a period of 6 months. We can see that only the incomes and costs rows are filled with data, but not the profits row. To calculate the profits, we need to take the value from the incomes cell and then subtract it with the value in the costs cell. For this, you can just type in the value directly 50. This is not difficult at all. But imagine that you have hundreds of cells like this that you need to input. Of course, manually counting them and typing them one by one will be a waste of time. Moreover, if later there are changes or revisions to the data, then you must input the data all over again. This is where formulas can help us. With formulas, instead of entering the data directly, we just need to write down the rule once, and then the computer will do the rest of the calculations. To write a formula, we must start with the equal symbol. We have discussed this briefly in the previous lessons. Then, although we do not want to enter the data directly. For example, 150 minus 100. It will be more flexible if we only refer to the cell address. So we type in here B2, then the minus symbol, then B3, then press enter to confirm it. And we have just created our first formula. At a glance, these two cells above and this cell below are the same. That is, they all look like cells that contain numeric data. But in essence, they are different. If you select the two cells above, they are just plain data. In the cell area, it displays 150. And in the formula bar, it also displays 150. This one displays 100 in the cell. And in the formula bar above, it also displays 100. But notice if we choose this one. In the cell area, you can see the number 50. But in the formula bar, you won't see any number 50 written here. There is only the formula that we typed in earlier, B2 minus B3. So we can conclude that the cells will display the result of the formula. And if you need to see the real formula working behind the scene, you must access the formula bar. Now, let's go over some tips for writing formulas faster. Let's select this cell. We want to write the formula as before, so type the equal symbol. Next, unlike before, we are not going to type in the cell reference manually. Instead, we can press the up arrow on the keyboard. We can see that the cell selection moves up. Based on where the cell selection is located, Excel will automatically type the cell address for us. Make sure that we select cell C2. Then, press the minus symbol on the keyboard. Then move the cell selection again with the arrow keys to cell C3. After you are done, you can press enter or press tab to validate. Besides the arrow keys, we can also use the mouse to input the cell address. For example, we want to calculate the profits for March. So click here, press the equal symbol. Then, to enter the address D2, just click with the mouse on that cell. Then press the minus symbol on the keyboard. Then click cell D3. Then press enter. So in conclusion, we can use 3 different methods of inputting cell references. First is by typing it manually. Second, with the help of the arrow keys. And the third is by using the mouse. Using the arrow keys and or mouse to input cell references can indeed help us speed up the work. But still, you have to create the formula on the profits row for each month one by one. Suppose you have tens or hundreds of this month columns to the right. Of course, this will be a waste of time also. The great thing about the formula is that you can simply create the formula once for the first cell in January and then copy it to the other months. So, for example, let me first delete these two cells. There are many ways to duplicate formulas. For now, we will cover only two of them. First is by using the copy-paste shortcut, and second is by using the autofill method. Let's see how we can use the copy-paste method. The first step is we select the reference cell, then press Ctrl+C to copy. Notice how Excel marks the cell for the copy operation with these running lines. Then click drag to select the target cells. Then press Ctrl+V to paste. After you are finished and want to deactivate the cell reference, you can press the escape key. Now, we can see how Excel intelligently duplicates the existing formula in the cell to the other cells. The main reason why this copy and paste operation works is because the cell references inside the formula, when copied to the other cells, will be adjusted automatically. So, inside the formula of the cell, the original cell references are B2 and B3. In the cell references change to C2 and C3. When copied into the cell, they change to D2 and D3, and so on. We will discuss more in depth about copying and cell references in future lessons. The last method that we want to cover is using the autofill feature to duplicate formulas. Let me undo this first. So, after creating the formula for this cell, and the selection position is at this cell, to copy the formula to the other cells, just click drag the autofill square to the right like this. And as we can see, the results are exactly the same as using the previous copy-paste technique. At the beginning of this lesson, I mentioned that the values of formulas are dynamic. For example, suppose there are changes or revisions to the data on the income's values. For example, this value changes to 250. You can see that the value in the profits row automatically changes to 150. Likewise, if we change the value for costs, suppose we change the value to 100, the value of the profits below it is automatically updated to 70. So, from these examples, you can see how important the formula is for working inside Excel.